Okay, wow. This is the first time I put this in, and wow. Let's just say I'm a little obsessed. I've been on a bit of a DIYing kick lately, so we're gonna DIY this earring. Let's make some DIY live macrame plant hanging succulent earrings. And I'm also gonna say, yes, I am wearing one earring, and the reason for that is I bought these tiny little terracotta pots off of Amazon, and I only bought 2 of them. When I was moving my supplies to film the actual DIY portion of this video, I dropped one of the pots and it shattered everywhere. Here we are. I'm wearing one earring, but I will definitely be making another once my Amazon orders come in. So it'd be a lot cuter if there were 2 right now. And please leave me a comment down below telling me what you think of these earrings. With all of that being said, let's just get into it. I will link all of the items you need in the description box if you want to make these for yourself. So yeah, all of that will be down there. You will need earring hooks. I just ended up taking these off of a pair of earrings that I've had since high school and I no longer wear. Pliers, jewelry pliers do work best, but I just used regular old pliers and it worked just fine. You'll need crochet thread or macrame cording. I chose to use crochet thread because this is a bit thinner than macrame tends to be, and I wanted the actual hanging planter part of the earring to be more delicate. Whereas if you use a macrame cording, they tend to be a little bit more chunky, and so it'll be just a little bit more bulky like this way. Just kind of depends on what your preference is. You could also use embroidery floss as well, so you could do a lot of different fun colors. Scissors, a measuring tape, plant to put in there. You can of course put a plastic plant, a fake plant in here if you want to. You'll also need soil, and then of course the terracotta pot. If you don't want to buy these small little terracotta pots, they are a bit heavier. You can also DIY your own little tiny pinch pots out of Sculpey brand clay. For my earrings, I used my pliers and opened up the actual earring hook portion of the earring and then set them aside. Then I took 6 48-inch length cuts from the crochet thread. The reason I did them 48 inches is because we're actually going to fold them over so you end up with double the amount of strings. I ended up only wanting 3 main strands coming out like around my pot. If you want 4, then you will cut 8 48-inch length strands. You're going to cut all of those and then fold them completely in half evenly. Then you can just go ahead and put this through your earring hook, close the earring hook, and wrap one of the strings around all of the other strings at the top of the earring just below where you closed the earring hook. Then you can go ahead and take another string and tie those together. This is where we start like actually macrameing. This is where you can get really creative with your plant hanger, but what I did was kept it really simple for this first set. I separated 3 sections evenly with all of the strands. So in my case, I separated 3 4 strand sections, and then going in section by section, you're going to take one of the left strands. Then you are just going to make a 4 with the string going over top of the rest of the 3 strands from that bunch. Loop the strand underneath that bunch and back up through the 4 and pull it tight. And you're just going to keep repeating this until you have your desired length. I did mine a couple inches long. The knots will form a twist texture around each one, so I went ahead and repeated that on each of the 3 bunches of string. Once you have your desired lengths for that first section of the macrame planter, we're gonna go ahead and go in with some square knots. For the square knots, you're going to gather 2 strands from one of the first initial bundles and then 2 strands from the bundle next to it. So you end up with 4 strands total. It's easier if you get all the rest of the strings out of the way while you do this, but you're going to lay them so that the 2 middle strands are pulled together in the middle, and then with your outside strand, you're going to make a 4 across those 2 center strings and under the string on the outside right. Then you're going to take that outside right string, put it underneath the 2 middle strands, and then pull it up through that 4 you created with the first left strand. Hopefully as you're watching this on screen, it makes a lot more sense than how it's coming out of my mouth. I hope it's making sense. That's the best I can explain it. So then you're going to pull that to the point that you want your square knot to start. There needs to be enough space for the terracotta pot to fit in once you have everything all tied up. So do keep that in mind as you're doing it, and it kind of varies how far down you're going to start your square knots depending on the size of your pot you're going to be using. The bigger the pot, the more space you're going to need to fit it into your plant hanger, your earring. But then using the outside right string, you're going to basically repeat what you just did except opposite. So you're going to make a backwards 4 over top of the 2 center strands, but put it underneath the outside left strand. Then you're going to take that outside left strand, put it underneath the 2 center strands, and then up through the backwards 4 and pull the knot tight to that first section of knot you also made, and then just pull it tight and you'll end up with your square knot. So you're just going to repeat this all the way around, and then once you're done with that first section of square knots, you're going to move on to your second section, and this time you're going to take 2 strings from one square knot and 2 strings from the next door neighbor square knot and repeat that process with those 4 strands. Does this make sense? So per layer of square knots, if you do the same amount of strands as I do, you'll end up with 3 square knots per square knot section. So, and I only did 2 square knot sections on these earrings. Then you are just going to gather all of your strings at the bottom and tie them all together, cut it, pretty much no matter what kind of string you use to make these. I decided I wanted to fray the bottom of my earring to give it more of an authentic macrame plant hanger look. It is an authentic macrame plant hanger because there's an actual plant and we macrameed it. You know what I mean. You're gonna go in one by one to each of the individual strands hanging at the bottom of your earring. Twist it in the opposite direction that it already is twisted. This string is actually made up of a lot of other little strings hooked together, and if you twist it the opposite way it was rolled together, they come apart. I hope you can see that. So yeah, you're gonna go ahead and twist each individual strand like that and pull apart each of the individual little strings. Next, you're going to take care of your potted plant. I used actual soil for this because like I said, I want these to be living earrings. So I just put regular potting soil into my little terracotta. I took a cutting from my Kalanchoe panamensis plant. This would look really cute with a lot of different kinds of earrings. String of pearls would be really cute if you could get that to work, but I'm keeping it on a little bit easier of a succulent for now. But I just took a cutting from that, pulled off the bottom 2 leaves, stuck it into the soil as far down in there as I could get it, and then I took a squirt bottle, I took a spray bottle and just sprayed the top of the soil to help compact it down to hold the plant in place. That is it. Then you're just basically going to put your pot into the macrame you made, stick them in your ears with a bomb outfit, and go out in public and see how people react. I'm gonna post this on my Instagram story right now and then see what kind of replies I get and insert them into the video here so you can see what people think. So it's the morning that this video will get posted on my channel. I'm in my pajamas, just woke up, my eyes are a little tired looking. I wanted to go through some of the reactions I got from people on Instagram to the earrings. The plant serial killer says, officially the crazy plant lady, and I'm here for it. And she's not wrong. She's not wrong. Keep in mind, if you wear these earrings, you are going to be labeled as the crazy plant lady or crazy plant dude. It's inevitable. Plants, Pots, and Whatnot says, when your plant mom AF, bam. These are definitely a bam statement to strangers in the street. Amanda Jackson says, OMG, this is the best thing ever. You guys, 99, I think I only got 1 comment from someone saying they didn't like them or rudely stated they didn't like them. And I was expecting a lot more than that because they are a little bit out there. I personally love them, but I thought a lot more people would be weirded out by it, but that's why I love you plant people. Yo-Yo Yogurt says, me, when I run out of space for all the plants I impulsively bought. And I think we can all relate to that. Janae Loves _ says, okay, you know what? When I first looked at this, I thought it looked a little crazy, but it's growing on me a little by little. I mean, I want plants hanging on me now. Is it a real plant? Yes, it's a real plant. Yeah, I relate to wanting to plant the plants to hang on me. We went there. We did the thing. Chris.Silla21 says, OMG, air plants in these would make a statement. What a cute idea. That really is such a good idea because if you did air plants, you wouldn't have to have terracotta in there, and it wouldn't be as heavy if that's your concern. Like I said, you can also make your own pots out of Sculpey clay and it'd be a lot lighter. A lot of people mentioned how heavy these look, and for those of us that wear like big statement earrings, they really aren't that much heavier than your average pair of statement earrings. So, I mean, I have earrings that are heavier than these. I have some that are lighter, but they really aren't as bad as they look. I think it's Sunday Morning Sunshine says, I wouldn't even know what occasion to wear those to. And I told her I'm gonna wear them grocery shopping. I don't know why I'm so excited to wear them grocery shopping. I'm going this week, so we'll see how people react. McKenna_BERES, I don't know, says, honestly, looks ridiculous, but like you could pull it off. Yep, they look ridiculous, but I'm gonna wear them. I'm gonna try. We're gonna give it a go. Daniela, oh, I don't even know how to say her name. When you're so proud of your first propagation, you have to take it everywhere with you. I feel that one. I really strongly feel that one in my heart. So those were all of the reactions I'm going to be sharing. I got so many responses to these, so thank you to all of you that messaged me about them. I love them. Back to the video where I don't look like this. But yeah, that is it for these hanging macrame earring, live succulent earrings. I don't know what to call these. If you end up making them, please tag me on Instagram or Twitter. My social medias will be in the description so that you can tag me in any of your recreations. Like I said, please let me know what you think of these. That is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!